Just clear the air. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Are you drunk? I must be.
Woo! We're back. Welcome to One More Drink. I'm Sandra, and today I have Derlin.
Hi.
How's everyone doing today? How are you doing?
I am doing good. You know, it's been a good day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We had some pretty shitty food before this, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah.
I just think I've gone there before and the food was good, and I had the exact same thing, and this time it just wasn't up to par.
It wasn't hitting, yeah.
No. Prior to that, I also broke 2 fucking glasses.
Yeah, we've been through it.
We're supposed to have matching glasses, so bear with us. We have different ones today. But today we're going to be answering dilemmas. So we have scenarios here of different people and different situations that they want us to answer. And we're going to try to give our best advice as to what we would do or what we should do if we wouldn't do it, because sometimes we're not perfect. So
Right.
we're still learning just like you guys. So the first one, we'll start easy. Someone said, how do I shoot my shot with a guy?
Shoot your shot. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
Are you more like you let a guy chase you?
Not more chase, but I would say definitely yeah, I'm not one to shoot my shot. I could be like, oh my god, this guy is so fire.
But you wouldn't make the first move.
Right, exactly. I wouldn't, especially because I think it's more of a personal thing. I feel like, what if they say no? Then that would hurt my ego so bad.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my god.
So if you like the guy, you're telling me that you would never shoot your shot?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Yeah, no. I could maybe now that Instagram has their story type of thing.
So how is it a way that you would shoot your shot? To be more, because you feel that way,
yeah.
And you're scared to get rejected.
Yeah.
What's your way of maybe letting them know you can
you
back to
right,
me.
exactly. I would say that maybe a on the story.
Type of thing. It's
exactly.
It's
right. Especially if it's a selfie of them or if they look good. I'm like, oh yeah.
The story is not subtle.
Exactly, and I feel that's what I would do.
It's a skill.
Yeah,
that's more your
me
style.
But me personally, coming up to somebody and be like, yo, what's up, or be like, let me get your number, that type of thing.
What if you were drinking, you had a couple drinks?
I'm not gonna lie,
feel comfortable?
I did do it before. I was a little tipsy, and I saw it was actually a security guard. But he looked so good.
You were I don't do that.
I was like, can I have her number? And he gave
Wait, you just went out and said it? Okay.
Yo,
Well, no, that's
literally, it's funny, because I was like, I think I was with Marjorie. I was like, Marjorie, should I? And she was like, fuck it, just
she's right behind me,
yeah,
do it.
So then I was like, I literally had my contact thing open, and I was like, can I have your number? And he put all his information in. But I was a little, honestly, I'm I don't remember what he looks like. So I was like,
so you were not tipsy.
Yeah, I'm not going to entertain that. So yeah.
I feel the way that I would shoot my shot, so that's a good way to do it if you're shy. So either be subtle on Instagram where it's a lot of people would do it, or take a couple little shots, have a couple drinks,
right,
and then get the nerve to do it. If you want to do it sober, I would say the way that I would do it was probably the same way that you did through Instagram. Sometimes you can maybe like 2 pictures in a row on the page, and it's I'm interested.
Yeah.
Shit, slide them in. And if they like 2 of yours back, it's
all right, they feeling me too.
And then maybe you can slide in maybe the next time they post on a story, and it's they're doing something. It's wow.
Oh yeah, have a little conversation.
That looks so fun, and maybe they'll hit you back with oh yeah, you should join me next time,
exactly.
Something like that.
I
do think I'm more subtle that way too. Right. I wouldn't just be you're so fucking hot.
Fire, and that's another thing.
Ew, I don't
if a guy sees that, yeah, no.
For me to call a guy you're fire, unless you're my man, I had my man up,
right.
I'm trying to talk to you. You're so fire,
no.
That's not right.
And then it's well, to us it's what do you reply to that? Be thanks.
Yeah,
I don't
especially
know
when someone said that to you now.
Yeah.
I'm almost thank you.
You're right.
I know you're trying to be nice, but what the fuck do I say to that?
Exactly. So I just be double tap, and that's it.
Yeah. Especially if they're not cute, you're not gonna be
no,
wow, you're so cute. Back.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Damn.
But I hope that answered the first question.
Yeah. All right. Just do it subtly. If you like to. If not, if you're a bold bitch, go ahead.
Yeah, honestly, if you have the balls to do it, just go ahead and DM him. Honestly, the worst thing that could happen is he really just doesn't answer. so what? Then he doesn't like you. You move on to the next guy that you think is cute.
Exactly.
There's 100,000.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, dilemma 2. Recently, my best friend and I have drifted apart. We are just busy in our own lives and don't talk or hang out as much as we used to. Any advice on how to deal with what it feels like us drifting apart or like a friendship breakup? I feel like this is good for you because like you're very independent. So I feel like for you, it wouldn't be
such a hard thing, but it also depends on the friendship. Like, if it was like a good one, like
have you had a friendship breakup?
I guess.
But like someone was like that close to you and it was like a breakup.
No, then I don't think so. I've had friends like I'd be like, oh yeah, that's my friend. Like, you know, I hang out with them occasionally and stuff like that. But I mean, it also depends on the like what you seem as like a best friend. Like, well, if she is your best friend, like you know, like you guys would text all the time. You guys would hang out. Like if you see her,
you know, like the
right,
one follows everything.
Exactly. Yeah. So like when it comes to that, I mean, like people grow apart all the time, like relationship and friendship. So it's like you just really got to go on with emotion. Like it is what it is. Like, you know, like I said, people do grow apart, and honestly, that could be a better thing for you. Like maybe that person was, you know, not
supposed to be in that part of like your life. Like
exactly,
and
then
supposed to drift
you have.
apart.
There's a reason why you guys drifted apart. Like maybe like you're not in the same mindset. You're not like so.
Yeah,
then like it could be a better for you in a way. Like
yeah, I feel like. And if it is something that you don't want to end, then, like, maybe you would have to take the initiative to be, like maybe just have to have a talk, like, hey, we used to be really close, and, like, I miss you, like, not putting any blame on anyone, like, kind of just, like, it is what it is, but, like, maybe we should, like, plan to, like, try to hang out, like, once a month instead of, like, not seeing each other, if you do want to continue the friendship.
That's another thing, too, though, because I do have friends that I don't see regularly, but I do consider, like, really good friends. And then, so that's another thing. Like, you don't have to be there, like, 24/7. And then it's, you know, it's not always bad blood or it's like, oh, like, yeah, so definitely, like, it's okay.
Especially as you become adults, it's, like, harder. Like, in high school, I feel like that's also, the bad part of high school. Because you get so accustomed to being with your friends, like, 24/7 that it's like, no, this is how it should be. And when you start getting older and you have jobs and this and that, it's almost like, well, why aren't we hanging out all the time? Like, you feel like it's like that. And it's like, it's really not like that.
At all.
It's just because you were used to being with someone all the time. I hope that answered your question. Alright.
But it's also, too, wait. Because I got another thing.
Good.
Well, like, if they, like... Okay, let's say, like, yeah, you guys drifted apart, but, like, if they're not putting in their two... Like, you know, if they're not trying to still be friends, then you gotta know
exactly. Like, if you reach out to them and they're kind of, like, brushing you off, like, maybe... Then it's almost like you can see, obviously, they don't want that anymore. Then you should just
walk away.
Bow down, back away. Like, it is what it is. And, like, maybe... Like, if you want friends, or, like, you feel like maybe that was your only friend, just try to be, like, get out there and, like...
Yeah.
Even, like, on social media, like, just be friendly with other people. That's how you can make friends. If you have, like, a gym, like, maybe try to be friendly to people there and, like, try to make friends that way. To, like, see if you can make another friend. If that was, like, your only friend. Because I know that's really shitty to, like, not have friends.
Yeah, it is. And then, like, I mean, like, they don't want to... Clearly, they have, like, other things. So, it's just, like, whatever. Like, you can find other friends, I promise. Like,
yeah. But I do feel like it's harder as
now,
older.
Like at our age, I would say it is
different.
Harder, just because like where are you gonna find those friends? Like at work,
because you're so busy. That's the
exactly.
thing. You would literally have to like invest the time to like really be like, okay, like hey, you want to hang out?
Yeah, and it's so hard now because you don't know what the vibes are, like what people are now. Like it's just like damn, like am I gonna?
It's like awkward almost.
Yes, exactly. It's almost like a fucking first date. Like it's like
like with friends. Honestly, like
I've had that before. I'm not gonna lie. I've been on Bumble for friends and like
really,
Like I'm
telling you, like that?
It's not bad. Like I enjoy it. Like you see what people like relatively are.
Have you gone on like dates?
Yeah, I've been to one. I met this girl and she was like really nice. Like she was hitting like all the things. And then
that's so funny hitting all the things. Like,
all the marks, like she loved hookah. She likes So like to me, the only thing she didn't do was drink. But I'm like, all right, it's okay. To each their own. I'm not gonna make somebody drink or whatever.
But Derlin, being friends with you,
exactly. And that's why and that's what I was thinking. I'm so sorry. I was like, maybe I need that. You know, like I need someone that doesn't drink. So then that they can like really like hold me
someone
down.
to be like. Okay, maybe let's stop there.
Exactly.
Instead of like,
and like,
yeah, let's keep going.
No, yeah. So I met her. We went out to Hudson Taco.
Of course, your safe space. Nothing can ever happen.
Right. No, bro. I literally saw it as like, oh my gosh, this is a setup, like type of thing. Like I told my sister, I was like, girl, I'm going here at this time. I'm picking her up.
Here's my location.
Right.
You picked her up?
Yeah, I picked her up from her crib.
Wow.
She's so nice. Like she's from Brooklyn and she came over here like mind you, she's older, so she graduated high school and everything. So it's like, damn, she has like she doesn't know anyone around here. So like I met her, like she's so nice too. Like, and I still talk to her. Like
are you guys like closer friends or it's just like like a friend?
It's just like a friend. I promise it's me. It's me as a person. Like I realize that. Like I'm not one to like text all the time or like I don't know. I think it's just me. It's really just me.
I do feel like you're just very to yourself. Like, you're just like, I feel like you're very focused on like, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that. Like, it almost like, it crosses your mind like a little bit later, and then you're like, oh wait, it's late. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, never mind.
Not even that. Also, like, when it comes to friends, I didn't really have friends growing up. I had cousins. So, like, those were basically my friends. Like, especially because, like, what better else than someone that grew up just like you? Like, you know, that relates to you in every aspect in life. Like, you know, like, you can relate to them. They can, like, whatever you tell them, like, you know, they're there and they're going to hold you down. Like, you know, type of thing. Like, so to me, it's like, I didn't really need friends. Like, I had cousins, so, like.
Yeah, and it's honestly the equivalent.
Yeah,
if anything, more, like, better in a sense. Mm-hmm. So, if you do have, like, family that maybe you just haven't like made that relationship, definitely like try to, because those are also like could be your friends.
Definitely.
Dilemma 3. I didn't get the job I interviewed for after several interviews. What advice would you give to deal with rejection?
I'm not a good person with rejection.
Well, okay, I have gone through this where like I interviewed for a job and like I swore I was gonna get it and I did it, and like you were like dead ass like what the like crush, right. Especially like when like they recommend you to apply. It's like, bitch, why did you make me apply? Mm-hmm. But honestly, the way that I looked at it, like now being where I'm at, is like that was meant to happen. Like I was not supposed to be there like at all. Like I wasn't supposed to get that job because something better was being lined up for me. I just didn't know at the time. So really, I
think that kind of happened with us. I think,
oh my god, yeah.
When you were trying to recommend me to work at the bank.
Yeah.
And like I went there, I did the interview and everything.
And like it just didn't make sense why, and especially never mind, I'm just gonna say what. I was gonna talk shit, but it's fine.
I mean, like I stayed at Nike. I did my 5. I actually did 6 years there, and I got my lifetime discount. So I'm like, I think about it like that.
If
like,
you would have left, you wouldn't have gotten that.
Exactly.
And like, it also wouldn't have led you to where you are now.
Exactly. Like I see everything as like, whatever God wants, it's what,
And that's not to say that you won't get anything in that field, but that specific job just wasn't, meant for you. Like, who's to say, like, another company, like, another position comes up from another company doing the same thing, and, like, you get that one. It's because you were supposed to be at that one. Like, you have to just trust the timing of, like, what's supposed to be for you. All right. This is another job one. Hi, I've been working for a dentist's office for the last 2 years, and it has been great, but I've reached a point where I'm no longer able to grow anymore. I recently had an interview with a new place in a different career path, and they offered me the job. The problem is it's something I've never done before, and they are a new company themselves, still building clientele. Do I stay at my stable job or risk trying something new? Any advice would be appreciated.
I would definitely say take that risk. If it's one thing that I've learned is, like, definitely be uncomfortable. Like, being uncomfortable just means you're growing, like, as a person.
That's something that I really had to, like, come to terms with, though, because I hate being uncomfortable.
Same.
Like, I love my little comfort bubble, but if you deadass don't, like, you stay the same if you stay in that bubble.
No, and then risk entrepreneurs, that's what they are.
Risk
takers. Like, literally, that little risk. And it's good to do it now, like, when you're in this age, like, when it's like, okay, it's good to take risks because, like, you can bounce back. But let's say you're older, like, it's like, damn, like...
Especially, like, having kids, it's harder to bounce back. Because, like, I have to think of them first. I can't sit here and, like, do all this crazy shit, and then, like, what happens to them?
No, but, I definitely recommend take that risk. Go ahead, do it. Like,
I would too.
Yeah, like, and like I said, like, being uncomfortable, like, like, you're really, like, fuck, like, I don't want to be right now. Like, I don't want to be here right now. Like, I don't like this feeling, but it's, like, literally, like, helping you so much inside that you're just, like...
You're learning how to, like, maneuver... honestly, the biggest thing is like you're only scared because you've never done it. But if you knew how to do it, you wouldn't be scared. That's something that I've learned. Is literally like we're only scared of things we've never done. Because the minute you do it, it's like, oh yeah, I can do that. It's like when you go like cliff jumping, you're scared to jump off because you've literally never done it. The minute you do it, it's like, oh yeah, let's go do it again.
Yeah, no, literally.
No problem. So definitely, I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
And I would also say, you said something and it triggered me.
And it triggered me.
You said something about trying something new. I don't know.
I was just
lost it, but
yeah, because like, it was. Yeah, like you're at that age, like to do it, like basically.
Yeah, to try new things.
Yeah, so might as well.
Yeah,
you may never know. That could be like the best thing like you've ever done.
And like, let's say, because it said like they're a new company, so like maybe you're worried that like, what if it doesn't work? Like they close down or something. At least you got that experience there, and you know if you like it. If you don't, I'm sure you can find another job where you were doing before, or maybe a new job. Maybe you like the job, not that company, and you find another job with that experience from that job somewhere else. It's like you got a new job, a new career path, and a new company. It just
and
takes
that's
time.
really what it is when it comes to like finding jobs and shit like that. Like they want you to make sure you have that experience.
Yeah, that's honestly the biggest thing is having the experience. So if you have the chance to, I feel like you might as well.
Yep.
All right. This is our last dilemma.
Oh.
We're flying through
wow.
dilemmas.
Look at me.
And you said you couldn't give it
No, literally, I was like, wait, I'm the last person to do this.
She's writing down things like, okay, do that later.
No, literally.
She actually practiced.
No, right. You would think, right? I was over here getting ready. I'm like, okay, Derlin, what are you gonna say?
No, but you've been like on point, like answering them.
No,
like,
I've just been really trying to think about it, and I'm just like, what would you really say, like, you know?
Or like what would you want someone to tell you, basically, if it was you in that position?
Mm-hmm.
That's really, honestly, when it comes to advice, like it's hard for one to take their own advice, but when you're giving advice, just literally think of what you would want someone to tell you, and it's
literally,
like, okay.
Because it's funny because you'd be telling people like, oh yeah, do this, and then you don't do it, but it's like, damn, you should really be doing what you just said. Like,
exactly. Sometimes
what are you
need
doing?
someone to hold you accountable.
Yeah,
that's what we're here
exactly.
for. We're holding you accountable.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah,
definitely.
Exactly. All right, last dilemma. So I've been talking to as a guy one. So I've been talking to this guy for the last 3 months. We have gone on a couple dates and it's been good so far. I think I really like him. I met him through Instagram when he DM'd me and we started talking from there. Period. On the last date we went on, it was a group thing and we went out to a club with a bunch of his friends. Turns out one of his friends I know a little too well. We hooked up over a year ago. It was nothing serious. We talked for a couple weeks and that was that. So my question is, do I tell the guy I'm dating I slept with someone in his friend group or do I keep it to myself? Oh, that's spicy.
I would definitely...
I feel like it depends who you're asking because I feel like some people would easily be like, keep it to yourself. Like, it has nothing to do with him. Like, you know what I mean? Why even bring it up?
Friend group, though.
But, like, it also depends how close of a friend. You know what I mean? If it's a friend of a friend, he comes around once in a blue.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Like, because all...
But I also feel like you just clear the air. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Are you drunk?
I must be. I'm over here spilling drinks and everything, but...
Everything's gonna come out eventually.
Yeah.
No, and honestly, that would be my go-to as well. I know, like, for me, I can't... It depends how, like, if you're okay with, like, just keeping that. If you know, like, it's in the past, like, you can just... Put it away. It's like, it doesn't bother you. Because it's not like you did anything wrong at all. You literally didn't. It was way before him. Like, if you didn't want to tell him, you don't have to. But if you're that type of person that, like, something kind of, like, eats at you, I definitely am. Like, I can't keep secrets for shit. Like, I have to just be vocal about however I feel. And if I knew that I did that, it's like, I'm going to have to tell you.
No, yeah, because imagine, like, they're hanging out and it comes up in conversation, like, oh, yeah, that's why, you know.
Yeah, and it's like,
so then he's going to be like,
she
what?
never fucking said anything.
And then, so then, once, if you tell him, then he's like, yeah, and she didn't, you were fucking, you weren't
the
shit.
Loyalty,
like,
technically, the loyalty stands, you're the one that's with him. So technically, the loyalty stands with him, you would have to tell him. If you want to really, like, date this guy and whatever. But, like, let's say it's like, oh, this is fun for now, like, but it's not going to be serious, then, like, maybe you don't. Because, like, you're messing around. It's like, who cares? I don't have to tell him.
Yeah, I see in that aspect, like, that makes sense why you wouldn't tell him. But
yeah,
if you really think something's going to come out of it, like, it's
how would you bring this up?
I'll be like, I'm not going to lie.
You know this over text?
Be like, yo, So this had happened, you know, a couple months. I don't know how long ago, but it happened, and it is what it is. Like, you know, that was before. Like,
one thing is like, don't apologize when saying it, because you're not apologizing for anything, and then it's almost gonna make it like a switch in his brain to think like you're apologizing because you did something wrong and you didn't do anything wrong. You just have to be very like, hey, I just wanted to tell you.
right.
Should this be over text or in person?
I would say I wouldn't mind saying it in person. Like,
or over the phone. Even like over the phone.
A phone call feels very serious.
Yeah.
Yo,
maybe even like came up in the
FaceTime's
conversation,
crazy.
like, you know, or like if you guys were already talking on the phone, and then he's like, oh yeah, I'm about to hang out with my guys, like, and these guys are gonna be there.
He go sees his guys out.
But like,
all you ever think about is you motherfucker. You done looked at my girl,
right?
But honestly, because you never know. It could honestly stir up, like, if let's say it's like a friend group where like maybe they have a group chat, like they are all friends. He might be looking at his boy like, why the fuck did you not say anything? You know what I mean? Like, it could stir, like, a little trouble.
I mean, but then also, like, the friend is like, bro, like, you know, that was before, like, it's not nothing serious. Like, it was in the past. Like, so there's no reason to bring it up. But, like, if I feel like for her, out of respect, like, you know, I would want to. Like, I would just be like,
out of
yo.
respect, I want to let you know.
Yeah, exactly.
The other day that we went out, I didn't realize you guys were friends, but, you know, I did used to, you didn't even have the answer specific. I did, like, used to talk to him. You know, like, we had a little
thing
time,
going on,
but,
right?
you know, obviously that's way done.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't lead to anything. I didn't really like him. That's why, blah, blah, blah. Just wanted to, you know, let you know because I see that he's in your friend group.
Yeah.
Now, let's turn the tables real quick. We're going to end it off on what would you do if it was the other way around?
If I had
I'm not going to lie.
I'd be like, no.
Like, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to either. Especially because, like, then you'd be like, oh, so you think she's cute? So you like her? So you think this and that and the third? Like,
yeah, honestly, like, you know, like, you think, and also, I'm gonna look at you like, bitch, you done sucked my man and you didn't tell me?
Right. That's another thing, yeah.
It's a hard no.
Yeah.
But
hard no.
Yeah.
Like, not even a thought.
So, like, I mean, you have to also be okay with the fact that he might tell you, like, I'm sorry, man, like, you're a dub. Like, I don't want to be with you. It's very possible that he could be like, I'm glad you told me, but, like, I'm good.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you have to think, like, I'm about to tell him this. Like,
you might not
go
like,
one or two ways.
Exactly.
Like, he might really not want to fuck with me no more. So it's just like.
But, I mean, you also can't not tell him because, like, oh, he might not want to talk to me, because the fair thing is to tell him.
Yeah, the fair thing is.
Good luck.
Let us know how that one goes.
Yeah, literally, DM us, fucking email us. I won't say anything, this is all anonymous. But, if you guys have any other dilemmas, feel free to DM us on Instagram or email us at Onemoredrinkpodcast. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Derlin, for being here.
Of course.
And see you guys next Thursday. Bye.